Well, now a new breed of private lenders is emerging, and it's offering alternative short-term lending solutions to asset-rich clients. CNBC Africa's Tumisho Maganyere takes you inside the world of posh pawnbroking, PAWN, where the rich sell their Ferraris, they sell their fine wine, even their yachts to get their hands on cash. Let's take a look.
Yes, the rich have cash flow issues too. But you won't see anyone bringing in their old CD player so they can borrow 100 Rand to get them through the end of the month. Instead, lenders offer loans that range from thousands of rands to millions. Clients are offering wine collections, art collections, jewellery, and not forgetting luxury vehicles such as this as collateral for immediate access to cash. But Robert van der Merwe, director of Bank on Assets, doesn't like the pawn shop comparison.
We don't do loans. What we do is we trade, we buy, we barter. That's what we do. So if I can give you an example, and if an individual comes in with a motor vehicle, we would actually purchase the asset from the individual for a value that we put onto it. Our business is basically word of mouth and web-based. I think 90% at the moment is web-based. You would go onto our website, fill in an application form, give a description of your asset, the value of that individual, the asset. We would then get one of our consultants to phone you back, have a discussion about the asset, how much cash you need for your asset, arrange an interview. Once the interview is arranged, we like to have a face-to-face meeting to understand what type of asset it is and which expert needs to have a look at the asset to make sure that you're getting the right value on it.
So who are the people pawning off their assets?
We have farmers coming in, we have entrepreneurs that are starting a new business in the townships, we have all walks of life. Funny enough, we have a lot of females that are coming in that are now getting into new businesses.
Bank on Assets aren't the only ones targeting high earners. After close to 2 decades in the business world, Charles Meyerowitz realized how cash flow could be a problem as an entrepreneur. His business provides short-term loans against personal valuables.
In terms of the vehicle side of the business, as I mentioned, we've had a Ferrari that's quite a pricey vehicle. That Ferrari was 1.1 million Rand in retail value, and then obviously we had a loan in relation to that. In terms of jewellery, we have had up to 600,000 Rand in terms of jewellery. Artwork, probably in a similar amount.
But why are these asset-rich clients turning to these lenders and not to their private bankers for funding? Our economist Davie Rood explains.
Literally, I can get the money within hours sometimes. The cost of this whole thing is relatively cheap compared to a bank quite often. But the cost of borrowing the money, interest, is usually more than what I'm going to pay at the bank. So it really depends on circumstances, but quite often people do not want to make use of the banks because they do not want the banks to know. And I guess another reason why people make use of these sort of things is because we do not want to let our private banker know if we make a lot of profit, because maybe the private banker knows somebody at SARS and we do not want SARS to know about this.
Although traditional banking is still the most important conduit for money, there is a gap that businesses such as Lamna and Bank on Assets are ready to fill.
I haven't got stats to what the size of the market is, but the demand for money is immense. The demand for simple, immediate access to funds is quite significant, and we really are scratching the surface right now as we roll out our plans in terms of distribution and market reach, etc. So we started in April this year, so we've been going for 6 or 7 months. Each month we've seen a steady growth in the money that we're advancing to people, and we're seeing a repeated trend in repeat customers coming back to us now. They see the simplicity and they see the ease of it.
It's becoming bigger and bigger. What the size of that is just about impossible to say. But my gut feel is that we're talking about many, many billions of rands out there. I will not be surprised if we talk about maybe close to 100 billion Rand.
So private lenders say business is good and the rich list keeps growing. And for the asset-rich hoarders, it's always good to know that access to quick cash is only just a Ferrari or tag watch away. CNBC Africa's Dumisho Maganyele, Johannesburg.